This is the System 7 CPU for a Cosmic Gunfight, and its driver board, and bonus, its soundboard. And these were over at Atomic Pinball in Wood River, Illinois, one of the best arcades anywhere. It's an outstanding collection of the latest and greatest games. And I was over there last week one day, and Cosmic Gunfight just blew chunks. So we opened up the back box, and I could see that only a partial rehab of the boards had been done before. The male 40-pin connector had been changed, but not the female. None of these perimeter 12 9-pin connectors were changed, and the lamp matrix was honked up, and there was an AMI 6821 at this location, so I've replaced it. This is actually a Soviet block ripoff 6821 here, CM602, and on the MPU board, finished up with the headers and installed one of Andrew's 5101 NV RAMs, and I think we're good to go now. The lamp matrix was only operational on column 4. I struggle with lamp matrices. I know how they work, but putting my logic probe on each of the strobes, it was strobing properly, and the logic probe on each of the returns, it was strobing properly also, so it should have been working, and yet it wasn't. Let's show you what a System 7 board looks like when it boots, including this blanking indication that I've added to the driver board. Here we go. And that is a normal boot, cycling between the last game, which was 0, and the default high score to date, 250 or 2.5 million. And the lamp matrix is operational. And the only solenoid that's turned on right now is the coin lockout solenoid, and that'll go off as I put it through its test and when I put it into free play, since we have an NV RAM installed right now. So the first test is display test. Looks good. And then the next test is sound test, and I missed the first one there, but we're going playing through each of the sounds. That little board's another Victor creation. Lamp test, now functioning properly. And then solenoid test. And so this will be the first one that fires. It's been a while since I had a System 3 through 7 board pair on the bench, but this test board is designed to fire in the order that it does. The game drives them, but it's also corresponding to the physical location of the tip 102. We can test the solenoid drives from the switches also, and those are working perfectly. And you can see that the solenoid 16, the coin lockout, has been extinguished. I'll wait for that to come around, and it'll blink it now. Good. And the next test is switch test. And there are 52 switches in the switch matrix that are reported by Cosmic Gunfight. Now, let me see if I can get that. There's 48. 51, 52, so all working correctly. Let's put this thing on free play. Setting 18. We can use the credit button to decrease that back down to 0. And then move through the audits and adjustments, and the game will reboot. And on System 7, apparently, the coin lockout, yeah, that makes sense that that's on, because the game's on free play. So we're going to lock out coins, so I guess that makes sense. Lamp matrix is operational. And, of course, displays are operational. So now, bonus, let's test the soundboard. I've got my little doodad I created to drive each of the individual sound selects on the board. And then we can drive it with the diagnostic button, which is kind of boring on this particular sound ROM. Not sure how long that would go on, but I'm not gonna let it complete there. So this board set is good to go. Come on over to Atomic Pinball in Wood River. I believe they're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can check the website to be sure, but come on over and play some Cosmic Gunfight.